All right. What's going on, you guys? Oh, I swear, I was literally got the controller here. I'm over here trying to play some what's going on? I'm trying to play some Marvel Rivals, and I was literally streaming trying to play some Marvel Rivals. And when you're after a match, um you know, and before you can get into a new one, there's like a little downtime. And I'm over here looking at my phone, and I'm like, bro, I thought I was done with this. I thought I was done. Like when I talked about 18K, almost 20K. Yes, almost there. I I I when I did the Charlie Kirk thing, right? That was just me putting in my little 2 cents on the channel where I play video games, I do funnies, and you know, but it was such a big moment. And I feel like regardless of who he is, we're starting to shift on you know um what we really should be talking about, right? And a lot of you guys you're falling for it. You guys are falling for it. And who I'm really upset with is the people that claim to be God's chosen people. That's who I'm really upset with. Because I don't know if you guys can. I don't. I'm gonna play this. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm gonna play it right quick. This is what's angering me.
I'm concerned about all of these Negro preachers who've been, in fact, talking about that this man that was killed was the answer to Christ in the earth. Y'all ain't saying that. They having moments of silence in black churches all over the country over a man that was racist and a white supremacist. How dare you compare him to Martin Luther King? The only thing that Charlie, Chris, and Martin Luther King got in common is both of them was killed by a white man. After that, they got nothing else in common.
Okay. That first one was by a black preacher, right? Okay. In front of, black people who go to the church. Then I seen this one.
Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half staff calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist, spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. Hearing people with selective rage who were mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil. How you die does not redeem how you lived.
Pisses me off. Because these are supposed to be God, because they're getting lost. You're falling for it. You guys are turning this into a race war. You guys are turning this into a political war. And you're doing it in church. If you feel this type of way, Fine. Why are you doing it in the church? The church is not supposed to be dealing with race. The church ain't supposed to be dealing with class. The church ain't supposed to be dealing with politics. You guys are stupid. And you guys are making it seem like, oh, well, I'm not going to have no sympathy because they didn't have no sympathy for us. Then you become just like them. You guys are idiots. You're dumb. You guys are fighting fire with fire. Again, my dad always said, when I heard the fire saying fire, fight fire with fire, my dad said, no, fight fire with water. But you guys are stupid. They hate, so now you hate. But now you're supposed to be better than them and supposed to be godly. How? That's the part that you guys are missing. I already told you. I didn't agree with some stuff that he said, Charlie Kirk said. I did agree with some of the things, but I didn't. Doesn't mean he deserves to be killed. I'm not telling you guys to mourn him. What I'm saying is don't disrespect him, because in the end, you become just like the people you talk about, you hate. You become just like them. And you guys are falling for it. How dare they not like, how dare they tell us to honor Kirk, but they didn't honor the other black people who got killed. I'm not saying we don't got to. But what I'm saying is that you're saying because they didn't honor your people, or because they didn't say nothing nice to your guy, or didn't, feel any type of way towards your people, you're not going to feel any type of way against their people. Then you're not godly, bro. I'm tired of y'all keep using this word like y'all are real Christians. You guys are real God-fearing people. You're not. You're not. You guys are very selective. And that is what I'm seeing. More and more, I am starting to see you guys are very selective with your godliness. And then y'all bring that in the church where Jesus don't give a damn about your race, your color, your education, your gender, your class. He don't care. Come as you are. And even if they cherry pick, that is left up for him to deal with. Y'all are trying to do God jobs, and you guys aren't God. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you guys? They're trying to start a race war. They're trying to start a class war. They're trying to start a political war. And you guys are doing exactly what they want. They are trying to start and cause division, and you're falling for it. If I was in that church, I'd get right back. I'd get right up, because I didn't come for that. Even if that's how you really felt, there's a time and a place when you are in church. You should be asking for forgiveness for yourself, but you be asking for forgiveness for the people who do evil things. Not say, well, since you didn't think about the people that killed our people, we're not going to think about, because it ain't your people. It's his people. If anybody should be mad, it's him. Because we're all his children, whether you know it or accept it or not. Let's take this for account. Let's just do this. Say, for instance, you have a child, right? And let's say your child is 13 years old, right? Let's say your child gets murdered, killed, whatever, right? It doesn't matter how, doesn't matter, accident, purpose, doesn't matter. They die. And then somebody that don't know your child is acting like they more sad than you. What you gonna do? You're gonna be like, you didn't even know him. How are you more upset and outraged? This my child. You can't outgrieve me. This is mine. That's how y'all look when it's coming down to these people that's getting killed. That's either your color or not. Y'all got this rage, like he ain't more mad, but he's the one that's preaching love. How are you more mad than the father? And he's the one talking about love. This, y'all, bruh. And these are preachers. I'm telling you, these sheep's and wolf in sheep's clothing, man. Wolves in sheep's clothing. I'm not telling you to sit there and sing kumbaya with people who hate you. I'll never tell you to do that. But what I will tell you is if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. It is not your place. It's his place. All I'm saying is if you're going to be a Christian and you're going to be God, Jesus-like, stuff like that you guys preach that you want to be or that you're telling everybody else to be, let him handle it. And I already told you, if a racist man, look, because they saying Charlie Kirk is racist. Even if you say he is racist, there might be some people that say he's racist. There might be somebody that say he's not racist. I'm going to throw that out the window. I'm talking about a full-blown KKK member. If he said he hated me and he wished that I die, he don't care about my nigga nose, my nigga lips, my nigga hair, all that. I want to go deep down. I ain't playing with it like Kirk, like, well, these black people are cool. No, I'm going full blown. He's racist. And he wished death on me. And he cursed me. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to pray for you, brother. I'm not going to sit there and say, let's be friends. I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with him. I'm not going to even try to get him on my side. I'm going to say, cool, I understand. You've drawn a line in the sand. You want nothing to do with me, but I see that you don't like me because of my color, my ethnicity, my background. Cool. There's hatred in your heart that I hope God delivers you out of. That's what a real Christian does. That's what a real man of God does. It has nothing to do What you saying? Well, they're nice to me, so I'll be nice to them back. Oh, they're not nice to me. I'm not gonna. Then you're selective. When did we start preaching selective Christianity? And that's the problem. We're preaching this selective stuff. Being a good Christian is not selective. It's either you is or you're not. It isn't no lukewarm. It's not hot, cold, and warm. It's either hot, cold. That's it. But you guys are cherry picking. Oh, well, they like us, so I'll like them. Oh, they don't like me, so I won't like them. They talk good about me, so I'll talk good about them. Oh, they talk bad about me, so I'll talk bad about them. Plenty of times I didn't play this video game, Marvel Rivals. Plenty of times. And then people came on here and said, I bet you're black. Because they heard my voice, heard the way I talk. Sure am. Why do you want to be a nigger? You know, just all type of ends, monkeys, all that. You know what I say? Hey, brother, hey. And I'm not saying like I'm just like this. I'll be like, hey, that's hate on your heart. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Clearly, you got hate in your heart. And I'm going to just pray for you. I literally say that in a video game. What a dude probably does or don't mean it, heat of the moment, whatever. And I just tell him, hey, I'm going to pray for you. Because clearly there's something in your heart. Because if you really a God-fearing person, you don't carry that type of energy. So clearly something is clawing at your soul and you letting it win. Because you hate me because of my skin tone. And then you claim to be a Christian? You claim to be a good person? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But when people talk about you and speak about you in such a way without even knowing you, there's some pain that they have. And instead of attributing to that person, they put it on the whole race. So now you hate and don't like somebody, and they ain't nothing to you. You know what I thought about? It's crazy. I thought about this last night. So they say that we might be like in a matrix and stuff, right? Like we're really just in the matrix. And then when we die, we wake up in our real body or whatever, right? And I thought about this last night. What if you in this life was a racist white man, right? And then you die, whether you die on purpose, whether you die, living a long life, whether you get killed, accident, car accident, whatever, right? And you wake up and you dark, like you black. What then? Do you start liking black people? You know what that says? There's selective hate. You don't hate me because I'm this, because guess what? If you were this, you would love it. And I thought about like people they don't even know why they hate. They just do. They couldn't even give you a good reason, because whatever you say about a race that you don't like, you can easily say the same thing about another race. Guess what? Black people do bad stuff. But guess what? White people do bad stuff. Mexicans do bad stuff. Asians do bad stuff. Indians do bad stuff. Middle Eastern people do. There's a history of everybody doing bad stuff. You just have to be one of the people who do not add to that. You're supposed to be the person that changes the way people think about you and your race. I don't hate nobody. I have differences with almost everybody. How you live your life, how you raise your kids, how you walk outside this house, how you treat yourself, how you treat your parents, how you treat your brothers, how you treat your sister, how the school economy should be, how the food. I don't agree with everybody. But I don't wish death on nobody. And guess what? I'm not going to switch up on you just because you switch up on me. Now, I'm not going to be stupid and hang around people who don't want to be that don't want me around. No, that's stupid. When people did not want Jesus's teaching and his help and his healing, Jesus said, "Cool, I'm gonna dust off my sandals. I'm gonna go somewhere else where I'm appreciated." But then he didn't go into church and be like, "Man, yeah, I don't know. Them people over there, they kicked me up out of there and they think I'm finna help." I guarantee you, the same people that kicked Jesus out, if they turned around and said, "You know what, Jesus, come back," you think Jesus ain't coming back? If they really meant it? Going back. He gonna heal them because Jesus has a higher calling. You guys, man, y'all are falling for it. You're falling for it. They're sowing division right under your nose and you're falling for it. Oh, well, they're telling us that we gotta, be nice about Charlie Kirk, but they didn't feel sorry about Martin Luther King, and they didn't feel sorry for Malcolm X. That's God gonna handle that. I'm not even telling y'all to sit there and sing kumbaya about. If you don't like Kirk, you don't have to. I'm not telling you that you have to like him. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that don't do the right thing because the right thing wasn't done to you. That's where you're messing up at. And then you bring that in church, and then you preach that in the church? Because now you're bringing race into it. Oh, well, you just named off all these black people that died. And guess what? They shouldn't have died either. If you don't want to bow your head for Kirk and stuff like that, I'm not telling you to. But what I am saying is keep that out the church. Because race should not be something we're talking about in the church. Because all of God's children are all shades of wheat. Just because you don't consider them family, don't mean that you aren't family. That's another thing that I thought about. Just because you don't know that you my brother, just because you don't know that you're my sister, don't mean that I gotta fall and act like I don't know you my brother, or I don't know that you my sister. Crazy. Oh, well, we're not gonna honor him. They gotta be crazy. You think I'm about to sit here and do that because y'all didn't do it for him? Then now you're talking about this person, and now you're saying you're not going to be a stand-up person because they weren't a stand-up person to you. Then that's not that. you're just like them. Because guess what? I guarantee you they didn't do this. You're right. They didn't do it. So now you guys are the same. You're the same. I'm white. Something happened to black people. I don't care. But the white dude died. I care. I'm black. Something happened to the black person. I care. Something happened to the white person. I don't care. When the stuff happened to George Floyd, I was upset. I was angry. When the stuff that happened to Trayvon Martin, I was upset and I was angry and I was sad for George Floyd's family. I was mad for Trayvon Martin's family because neither one of them was supposed to die. We are taking lives that aren't ours to take. But guess what? I was mad that Charlie Kirk died because that life ain't for me to take. Do you see? I'm not playing sides. And guess what? If they said, hey, bow your heads to honor or bow your heads to in commemoration to for Charlie Kirk's dying. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not saying I'm gonna bow my head or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that I might bow my head because I'll do my own prayer. Lord, I hope that Charlie Kirk found his way to you. While he may have said some things that might have caused some divisiveness, and even though I maybe didn't agree with everything that he said, there were some things that he did say that I did agree with. And there were some gems in there if we listen hard enough. Instead of listening with our feelings, we listen with our mind, with our ears, and understand, yes, in the Black community, we have some things to clean up. Our women should stop leaving us just so they can get a paycheck. Our men should step up more in the household. Our men should be there to protect and provision over our families. Our women should not be so quick to anger. Our women should make our house a sanctuary. Our men should speak life into our women and to our kids. Our women should put God first, their husband second, and the children after. I pray that there's a lot of things that I did. What's going on? I'll do my own prayer. And at the end of the day, I pray that he finds you, God. I pray that he makes it to you. And guess what? When a Black person dies, when Floyd dies, when Trayvon Martin, dear Lord, I hope Trayvon Martin finds his way to you. I hope George Floyd finds his way to you, Lord. That's what I'm praying for. And if I look up and we're trying to, say our prayers for Trayvon Martin and for George Floyd, and there's white people looking at me with so much evil, you think I'm gonna care? And I'm praying for Charlie Kirk, and I see black people looking at me, you think I care? No. I don't do this to be popular. I'm not a Christian because it's cool. Y'all be acting Christian. Y'all only Christian when it benefits you. But then when it's time to really be a Christian and be on some real, I don't care what you've done to me, I don't hate you. I don't care what you've done wrong to me, I'm going to still pray for you. Because guess what? The people that hate you, they need the most love. Because they don't even know why they hate you. But instead of you being the one with the same brain and saying they don't even know why they hate me, but I'm going to pray for them anyway. Y'all fall right in the trap and do exactly what they're doing. So now they dumb and you dumb. Congratulations. You're both stupid. I pray for my enemies, for real. Y'all just say it to get under people's skin. Just like how y'all be like, y'all get into an argument with somebody and y'all be like, bless you or something like that. Y'all don't really mean that shit. Y'all just say that to get under people's skin because you know when you say it, you don't mean it like you really gonna pray for them. You say it in a means to get under somebody's skin. See, I don't say that. I don't say that just to get on people's skin. I really mean it. Because I'm not no fake. And I don't even want to say I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. He died because when it starts, when you guys start attaching your name to certain religions, y'all act like y'all can and cannot do certain things. Separate yourself from a religion. Believe in God, the Father, the Holy Spirit. Jesus died on the cross for my sins. He rose on the third day. That's who I believe in. I don't know what religion. He was a, I believe in Jesus, but he was a prophet. He was not the Son of God. Oh no, he was the Son of God. Or then y'all are too busy fighting about what he was versus listening to the message that he was trying to preach. You guys are falling for the okie doke. You cannot sit here and act like you are a Christian one day, and then the moment it doesn't suit you, you're like, nah, I'm not doing that. You guys are fake Christians. You're fake. You're fake believers of God. Because that might be what Christians do. I don't know. I'm not one. I'm a believer of God. So I'm not going to say you're a fake Christian because you might be a real Christian, but you're a fake believer of God. Because you cannot be selective when talking about God. When talk about your love God, you can't be selective. Oh yeah, I'll do what he says, but not here. I'll do it here, but not. No. If you're gonna be it here when it's good, you gotta be it here when it's not favorable. Because guess what? Me praying for a KKK member in any type of capacity, some of y'all wouldn't do it. Fuck you, you nigger. hang you from a fucking tree and all this other stupid shit. I fuck you up, you nigger, all that type of shit. You know what I'm gonna say? God bless. I'm gonna keep my distance because I know that you intend to harm me. So again, I'm not stupid. But I will pray for you. Really pray for you. Not just say I'm gonna pray for you. Again, just a means to get under your skin or to show you that I'm better than you or something like that. No, I'm gonna really pray for you because what you're dealing with right now, you're not struggling with flesh and blood. You're dealing with an evil spirit. Flesh and blood, we don't fight with. We're not fighting with spirits and principality. We're fighting against something else. And I don't wish that on nobody. I pray for my enemies so much that if I happen to go to heaven, there's actually no one in hell. There's no one there except the devil and his and the people and the angels that followed him. I pray for my enemies and I pray for the people who don't believe so much that when I die and hopefully I go to heaven, that there's no one there. Because if you're only praying for good people, you're wasting that's like giving money to a rich person. They don't need it. Will they take it? Sure. But do they need it? No. Use that money, give it to a poor person who actually needs it. And that's y'all problem. Y'all are giving money to people who are rich. Imagine Kim Kardashian saying, "Hey guys, can you guys donate? I want to get a new vacuum cleaner or something." You'd be like, "Girl, if you don't get your butler in the car to drive you to go get you," like, you would look at her like she's stupid. You're rich, but then you want me to? It's kind of like, remember that thing that happened in Hawaii? And The Rock and Oprah was like, "Hey, donate." We like, bruh, money is tight with us. Y'all, The Rock, last time I checked, and I haven't checked in a while, but the last time I checked, his net worth is like $800 million. And this is before he even did the other movie that he supposedly did really good in. And then Oprah is a billionaire. Why don't y'all donate? Times is hard for us. And The Rock supposedly got family in Hawaii. $800 million and a billionaire, and you guys want me to donate. You donate. And especially, y'all live there. The Rock got family out there, and all these celebrities got houses out there. You guys donate. That's how it look when y'all out here selectively praying for people that you only care about, that only do you good, that only wish you well. That's fine and all. But the ones who really need it is the ones who curse you. The ones that down talk you. The ones that think nothing of you. Those the ones you need to be praying for. Praying that whatever got a hold of them, God sees them through it. Pray that that darkness leaves their heart and then filled with love, understanding, compassion. I'm not telling y'all to be friends, because you being a friend entails that you guys have a relationship. I'm not telling you to have a relationship with them. But what I am saying is that if you are really a Christian, you are supposed to love everybody. I'm not saying accept everybody. I'm not telling you to be friends with everybody. But what I'm saying is you're supposed to love them in the sense where if you are God's children, that is your brother. Is there some things that my brother does that I don't like? Yes. Is there some things that my brother probably do that I don't like, that he don't like? I'm sure. I'll never turn my back on him. I'll never cast him aside. A lot of y'all would see a racist down on his luck, pleading for help, and you'll say, "You're a racist. I'm not helping you." And then consider yourself godly. What would it be like if Jesus only helped people that liked him? I believe it was Peter that cut the ear off of a soldier that was coming to arrest Jesus, to put him on trial and start the torture and the whipping and all that stuff, right? Jesus didn't look at the ear and was like, you're missing something, but you can't hear it. Like, nope. Picked it up, put it back on his head. Why would Jesus help somebody that means to harm him? Because if he loves God, he understands that that's his child that has lost his way. And how many times have we seen people who were ex-racists? How many times have we seen people who were ex-atheists, ex-devil worshipers, and then years later, they found Christ? So you just found them at their lowest and decided to condemn them. Great job. You're not a real Christian. You're not a real follower of Christ. Because I don't know how your story ends. I don't know that you will find God. I don't know if you will. But I don't know that you won't find him. And that's my point. You don't know. There's some people that been followers of the devil and followers of atheists, and there's some people that are racist for 10, 20, 30 years, hardcore, not little play with it, hardcore. And then they find Christ. You don't know when this person is going to change, if they are or not. But again, that's not what your job is to do, is to sit there and condemn them on their road to recovery. My job is to let you know that I'm one of his chosen, and that I hope that we can fight on the same side. And I'll be here ready to give you that sword and shield, and we can stand side by side. And you might not be ready right now. Go off and do what you might got to do. And you may never come back. But if you decide to, I'll be right here. You know what? You know who does stuff like that? Your parents. Your real friends. You know why? Because they love you. You guys preach this shit. Y'all don't really love people. You guys love who loves you. And again, that's selective. Ain't no real followers of Christ, only loving people who love you. You think Jesus loves an atheist? You think Jesus loves a racist? He doesn't agree with what you're doing, still loves you, still ain't gonna turn his back on you. What you're doing is wrong. And I'm sure he'll tell you that it's wrong. I'm not gonna turn my back on you. Your kid could be messing up in class, talking back, hot in homework, acting a fool in class, not listening, temper tantrums. You gonna wear that ass out when you get home or when she gets home. But it's still yours. You still love it. Still love him. You still love her. You don't turn your back on him. And then y'all preach love? You guys are preachers? You're pastors? You guys are just reading the word. Anybody can do that. You guys do not understand the word. You guys read the word. You guys regurgitate the word. But you don't understand the word. And I guarantee you, somebody like me who knows a little bit about the Bible, I'm not like a historian and knows all of scriptures. I guarantee you there's more compassion in me and love in me about the word of God than some of you guys who know the Bible, Genesis to Revelations, and know everything in between. I guarantee you, I understand it more than you know it. You know it. You don't understand it. And that's why you go into your churches, supposedly supposed to be leading God's people. But then you guys turn this into a race thing, or, well, they didn't do this, so I'm not going to do this. Stupid. So they've won. The people who are trying to divide us, the people who are trying to incite a race, political war, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. Congratulations. You lose. Because if you really wanted to win, if you really want to be a follower of Christ, I'm going to love everybody. I'm going to respect everybody, even if they don't love and respect me back. I ain't got to hang out with you. I ain't got to be in your presence. I wish no ill will upon you. And if something happens to you and yours, because I understand who's your daddy, because he's my daddy, and he gonna deal with you however he sees fit, and it's his will be done, not mine's. Hope there's forgiveness in your heart, man. I'm gonna pray for you. That's something that you got to work up with God, because right now you got some hate in your heart. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't deserve it. Whatever you going through, I hope God delivers you from that. And I'm not saying that to be facetious and get you upset because I'm acting like I care. I really mean that. You guys are fake followers of Christ, and I'm so deeply disappointed in these African American Black preachers spewing this shit. And you got some people out here just following because of your title, and you're supposed to be leading them on a whole different direction. But you're leading them to turn their back on people who do not have the same views and outlook as them, when in actuality, those are the people you're supposed to love the most. Because if you believe you are on the right path, I'm not going to push you away, because guess what? Heaven is big enough for all of us. We ain't got to save room open for the people that we like. Heaven is for everybody. It's big enough to hold everybody. When I say everybody, I mean in this galaxy, in the next galaxy, in the next galaxy, in the next galaxy, in the next universe, in the next universe. It's big enough to hold us all. So I'm not going to sit here and act like heaven is only for people that think like me and view the same things that I like, just like me. No, you ain't got to. I want you to be here with me though, because I know the alternative is something I would not wish on anybody, because it's forever. And I know some of you guys don't understand what the word forever means, because a lot of times you guys have said, I love you forever, and y'all divorce. Y'all say, I love you forever. And the moment that person steals from you or cheats on you, or then the love is not there. So I understand a lot of you guys do not understand the word forever, because it's been thrown around so much. Forever isn't 5 years. Forever isn't 10 years. It's not 50 years. It's not 100 years. It's not 500 years. It's not 1,000 years. It's not 10,000 years. It's not 100,000 years. It's not 1,000,000 years. It's not 10 million years. It's not 10 billion years. It's not 10 zillion years. It's forever. Key swallowed, no getting out. Forever. I don't care who you are. I don't care how racist you are to me. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. I don't want a mistake that you made in a blip of time, in a blip of history, change your whole life and life after. Because a lot of y'all don't understand that forever is forever, no end. Even for you, I don't want that. So if I got to pray to my dad to spare you and followers like you, who act like you, who look like you, who follow you, I am. Because I'm not cherry picking on who I want to save. I'm not cherry picking on who I'm saddened for. I'm saddened for anybody who loses their life. I'm sad for people that's in Israel, the people losing their life out there. I'm sad for the people that's in Palestine. I'm sad for people that's in Israel. I'm sad for the people that's in California. I'm sad for the people that's in Texas. I'm sad for people that's in Florida. I'm sad for the people that's in Chicago. I'm sad for the people on the West Coast, the East Coast, countries over, cities over, states over. Wherever you are, if you are suffering mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I feel sorry. And I don't care if you like me or not, because me doing the right thing is not because I like you. Where in the Bible did it say pray for the ones that you like? Where is that at? I missed that scripture. When did it say, oh, well, pray for the people that you do love and like, but the people that you don't love and don't like, don't pray for them? Where's that at? Even if you on your deathbed said, I hate you, nigger, I'ma still pray. We may have not seen eye to eye living, but I hope somewhere, maybe down the line, in another life, we can try this again. And if it don't work in that lifetime, look, maybe the next life we'll get it. Somewhere down the line, hopefully we can get this together. Because I guarantee you, the reason that we hate each other is probably the smallest and dumbest thing. Because I guarantee you, we got more in common than we don't. But we're letting the smallest thing, like where I'm from, what my social status is like, what my color is, stop us from being friends. Stop us from loving one another. I was born here, and you were born right here, right here. So now, since you're not here and you're here, I hate you. What? Dumb. Stop going to these churches and looking at these preachers like they real followers of Christ. They're capping, they're playing with God. That's what's happening. They're playing with God. And they're using him when it benefits them. Wake up. Because the so-called people that are saying that they're followers of Christ, they got ulterior motives. They got ulterior motives. And they don't line up with God. And you guys are saying, well, he's a preacher. He got to be right. Nope. He could be wrong. He can be wrong. And what preachers are doing, whether you black or white, if you are talking about not doing something because the other side didn't do it, you are not a real follower of Christ. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care who does it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's why I don't go to church. Because y'all might try to sneak it in. Great sermon. And then, and don't be, you know what I'm saying, listening to these people who sow hate in there. Because if they throw hate, we ain't going to listen to them, and we not going to help them, and we not going to bow our heads, and because they didn't do it for us. Wrong. You become just like them. They hate you, so now you hate them. They don't like you, so now you don't like them. People who don't like me, I know for a fact, if you don't like me, because I'm a very, very likable guy. So if you don't like me, you got a problem. Not me, you do. Because I like everybody. I ain't in everybody's face, but I like everybody. Be careful. Because there are people out here who's dressed up as a sheep, but there's a wolf under there. Be safe.